Good evening, everybody. Hi, I'm Patty McGee from The Hydrated Life. And tonight I'm going to be talking to you about nurturing your life's garden. This is the third part of a three-part series. We're going to be talking about attending to all facets of our being, our physical, our mental, and spiritual, to lead a balanced and fulfilling life. In the first segment, I talked about nurturing your life's garden and the 8 steps to preparing. So you prepare the soil, you lay a strong foundation for the growth, you plant the seeds, setting your intentions and your goals. Then you have regular nourishment, consistent with your self-care, weeding, removing the negative influences in your life and how you do that. The 5th step was pruning, personal refinement and letting go. What do you have to let go of so that you can move forward? Step 6 was patience and time. Just like plants have to grow over time, they just don't pop up and they're full grown. It takes time to grow, and understanding our growth process. Then the 7th step was blossoming and fruition, celebrating all of our achievements throughout our life. Many times we don't know how to celebrate, so you need to learn how to do that. And the 8th step was the cycles of growth, that it's an ongoing journey. And you can go back and look on my social medias for this first one. And then on the second one, we talked about the importance of your the continuous of the growth, okay? Cultivating a garden of lifelong growth, that it's a learning process. You have to learn the role of being patient in personal development. It just doesn't happen overnight. I've been on personal development for 20 years. Ever since I had my breast cancer, it really shook my world at age 39. My son was 9 going on 10, and was I going to be around for him to graduate high school, possibly get married, have kids, me have grandkids? What else would I be missing out on? And it really rocked me to the point that I had to look at who I was, where I was, and what I was doing. And the perseverance, which is key to overcoming all of your challenges. That's the 3rd step in that, because we have to persevere and you can't give up. You may have setbacks, and especially like in dieting, start at stop. Anything in life, we have these setbacks, but don't let that hold you back forever. The 4th one was embracing your nonlinear nature of growth. Nothing is a straight line in life, okay? It's always ups and downs, ebbs and flows. You have to learn to be steady in that and not overreact, but just embrace that you're going to have these seasons, okay? Then celebrating your small wins and your progress. Make sure that you are celebrating you, even for the littlest things. Learn how. I had to learn how to celebrate me and all that I've accomplished. I have a day named after me up here on the wall. My massage therapy, my life coaching, my motivational speaking, now my corporate wellness. Those are all things that I had to learn to celebrate, because although we do it, sometimes we don't appreciate what we've created. So celebrate you and all of your small wins. And then develop resilience against trying to self-sabotage yourself, not appreciate it, not have gratitude, okay? Look at your long-term vision and then balance self-care. So tonight we're going to talk about part 3, and that is bringing the physical, the mental, and the spiritual to lead a balanced and fulfilling life. So there's an importance in our physical care, okay? We need to provide our body that we've been given. We've got to take care of it and provide physical health, exercise, nutrition, okay? Then our mental health, we have to have a mental health awareness, okay? Learn how to manage stress and always be learning, okay? And then our spiritual growth, we've got to water our garden. We've got to have a quench for the soul's thirst, spiritual practices and inner peace. And there's so much out there. I'm not going to push one religion on you. I'm not going to push any kind of spiritualness practice on you. Some people like meditation and yoga. Some people are Christians. Some people are Catholics. Some people are monks. Whatever calls to your heart is where you want to go. Okay. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. And then balancing it all. How do we balance all of this? Okay. So first, we need to understand that there's an interconnectedness in all of our life's aspects. So the mind, body, spirit. It's crucial to recognize that these aspects of physical health, mental well-being, emotional balance, and spiritual fulfillment, social connections, and professional development are all interconnected together. If one is imbalanced, it can impact the others. So if you have poor physical health, it can affect your mental health. So if you're in pain, think about when you have a headache, a migraine, something in your spine where a nerve is bothering you. How do you feel? Sometimes you just want to lay in bed, right, and cry. So these things affect each other. So we need this interconnectedness for a holistic approach to self-care. So how do we take and understand how they're all connected? So let's talk about our physical nurturing. This physical aspect involves taking care of your body through proper nutrition, regular exercise, adequate sleep, and general health care. Okay, going to the doctor, getting these tests done that need to be done for prevention. Okay, and our physicalness really dictates how we move throughout our day. When I was 208 pounds, I didn't have the energy to get up every day. I didn't have the energy to go run, to go exercise. It wasn't until I started working out and started dropping the weight that I finally felt better. And mentally, I could focus on other things. Okay. So we have to listen to our body's needs. There's a reason that fruits and vegetables grow naturally in our habitat here. They are meant for us to consume. Okay. If I can encourage you to let go of the sugars, okay, try to eat as much organic as you can, but you don't have to focus so much on that as you do just eating healthy fruits and vegetables. Try and get as much grass-fed beef, not caged chickens where they're on top of each other. We've become the society of needing everything immediately, so we don't care how people process stuff for us as long as we have it in our hands. We'd rather drive through McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, instead of cooking a home-cooked meal. I have a few videos out there where I cook on my steel top grill. I can put everything on there, all my vegetables, all my proteins, and I can cook it all at the same time. And I love cooking. So find that love for cooking and prepare your meals ahead of time and get the nourishment that you need. Okay. Everything is based off of a 2,000 calorie diet, pretty much when they look at the nutritional value of it. But most of us only need about 1,400 calories a day, depending on our exercise level. If you're exercising heavily, then you need more. If you're not doing anything, you can get away with 1,000, 1,200 to 1,400 calories. So look at your physical nurturing. Are you walking? There's no reason that we are not outside walking every day, getting some sunlight, even in the cold. And I know I don't live in New York anymore, but get out there and ski, get out there, whatever you can do, because it's so important for our body to absorb the sunlight into our bodies naturally and to get these fruits and vegetables and their nutritional value in us. So it's about respecting and listening to the needs that we have. Physical wellness sets the foundation of the other areas of our life, providing the energy and vitality needed to pursue personal goals and activities. Because if you can't move, you're not going to feel mentally strong enough to move forward in your life. Okay? Think about the struggles of getting up out of bed in the morning. I can't remember a time where I said I hate Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, or Sundays. Okay? Ever. I just get up. It's a part of life. You have to get up and get moving. If you have arthritis, you've got to look at the foods that cause that inflammation. Okay? If you have brain fog, find out why. Okay? It's probably lacking minerals and vitamins in your diet. So get out and look at the physical nurturing of your body. Get moving. And there's some things you can do, like before you get out of bed, do 20 bicycle crunches, elbow to knee, elbow to knee. Just do 20. See how your body feels. It'll come alive just by doing that. Okay? Do 10 squats, air squats, to a chair, to your couch, to the toilet, whatever you want to do it. Okay? Do push-ups to a countertop. One of the things about our physical nurturing that we have allowed our social media and gurus to tell us is that we've got to look like Jillian Michaels or any of these other fitness people. But who said that? Okay, yes, it's good if you want to be in that kind of shape, but if you don't and you just want to feel good, do simple things. Push-ups to a countertop. Like I said, bicycles in bed, air squats, some lunges, use the chair, some high knees, some mountain climbers to a chair. Anything just to get your body going, some jumping jacks. We don't have to make it hard, just make it simple. Okay? The next aspect I'm going to talk about is our mental and emotional care. Our mental care, the mental state of this world right now is in dire need of help. Our children are struggling immensely. They don't know who they are. They don't know what bathroom they're supposed to use. And it's so hard to watch on a daily basis and to watch us as adults struggle to help them, because I don't really feel anybody's helping them. We're just going along with it, going along with the flow. Don't tell me what I need to do. Don't give me discipline. Don't give me anything, but just let me be. And we need that discipline in our life, that mental and emotional care that tells us that we're loved and that we have a meaning and purpose. So our mental nurturing involves engaging in the activities that stimulate and challenge the mind, such as learning new skills, reading, and engaging in intellectual stimulating conversations. I love sitting one-on-one with somebody and just digging deep with them on philosophies and where their life came from and their stories and their journeys, because it tells us who we were to who we want to be. And I'm not the same person here at 60 that I was at 20 or 30. If you know my journey, I didn't like myself until after I had the cancer, and I realized that the cancer was developed due to me hating myself. What I told myself mentally: you're not a good person. Why would somebody like you? You don't even like yourself. Look at you. You're overweight. You're not a nice person. Because I did some things. Okay? I abused alcohol for 37 years. So mentally, I really had to do a 360 and change how I thought about myself. And that meant I had to learn new skills. Okay. I worked as the recreation director, yes, at the recreation department. But every day at 4:35, I ran to the bar. And it wasn't healthy. And So mentally, I had to change how I thought about myself. And having cancer helped project me into that. Otherwise, I'd probably still be where I was. So I had to learn new skills. I went to massage school, and the first 3 weeks of doing hands-on massage, I wanted to quit. I couldn't feel the muscles. I didn't know what I was doing. The teachers weren't helping me. And I was like, I'm done. I quit. I'm terrible at this. But in that third week, something mentally changed. And it was because they put a blindfold on me. They kept telling me to slow down, and I couldn't. I was just trying to feel the muscles and everything. They put a blindfold on me. And when I touched the body, then I had to go slow, and I could feel the tissue and the muscles, and I learned how to feel that. So I was learning a new way of touch, and it propelled me into the massage therapist that I am today, that has healing hands, that most people describe my touch as the perfect touch. When I'm asking them, how does this feel? It's perfect. It's awesome. And I don't have to do anything special. I'm still doing what I was doing in massage school, but I can feel it. I can feel it in my hands. Okay, so you're learning new skills. Reading. I probably have 300 books here that I have read, most of them all the way through, and some of them partially the way through. But I'm learning about new things. And I like to learn about things that people don't agree with, so that I can get a better understanding of it. So like in Christianity, they tell you you can't do yoga, right? If they're true Christians, I guess you would call them. I don't even know the right description of it, that yoga is bad. Well, I'm reading about yoga because I stretch, and part of it's yoga moves. What else do you call it? It's stretching, whether it's, so, but I'm strong in who my God is. So I know that I'm not praying to another God. So I just do yoga. I've come to that conclusion that I can do yoga as a Christian, as someone who believes in God, but someone else can't. And so how do you navigate that world? Okay, in my reading and engaging in intellectual and stimulating conversations. And it leads to some good conversations. I celebrate the holidays. I celebrate Valentine's Day. Okay, I love my son. So I celebrate it, even though it's not a true Christian holiday. I still celebrate it. I still celebrate Santa Claus. And if I have grandkids, I hope I can celebrate Santa Claus with them, even though I know the main purpose of Christmas. Because life has to be fun. It has to be engaging. It has to be intellectual enough to be able to be strong in who you are and what you believe in, and still have that fun and that childlikeness in you, which creates a good mental and emotional care in you. Okay. Emotional care involves recognizing and understanding and appropriately expressing our emotions. Now, when I moved to Georgia, I had to mature. And I realized through reading Henry Cloud's How People Grow and Changes That Heal that we stop growing, or we stop maturing at the age of the first sign of trauma in our life. So for me, that was around 13 years of age. And I was like, wow, I was acting like a 13-year-old at 50 years old. And it showed through some of my life choices that I made. So in my emotional care and learning and talking with my spiritual counselor, and her walking me through action steps to help me nurture myself and grow emotionally, now I feel like I'm a 60-year-old woman. And in Changes That Heal, Henry Cloud says that that God can redeem time for us to help us go back and mature to the person that we're supposed to be. So for me, if it was at 13, he brought a situation into my life where somebody, it was like I never went through the phase of the girls fighting in high school. We didn't really fight. We just all hung out. We played sports. And there might have been a little bickering, but nothing like most people go through. So I feel like in 2018, he brought me through that. There was a situation where a group of ladies didn't get along and parted ways, the fighting, the whole junior high aspect of it. And that's all I could think of was that was a junior high moment that happened at that time. And so it brought me back to mature at 13, to come through those teen years, how I handled it, how everybody handled it in our own immature ways, to who I am today, right? To who I am now. He propelled me past that. So my emotional state now is that of a 60-year-old versus a 13-year-old. So in practicing different things through my spiritual counselor, things like journaling, therapy, mindfulness, self-reflection, those are all ways that you can help your emotional state for maintaining mental and emotional health. So look at how you're acting, okay? How do you, when something happens, how do you react to it? Do you burst out in anger? Are you miserable and unhappy? Okay, look back in your life and see where you stopped maturing. And then try to grow from that. So take care of your mental and emotional care. The next aspect is our spiritual growth. Spirituality doesn't necessarily relate to any religious practices, okay? It's about finding your meaning, your purpose, and a sense of connection with the people around you. Prior to me becoming a Christian, I was into psychics and all of that kind of stuff. And it was pretty much, I was told I had to let all that go before, if I was going to become a Christian, I had to believe in certain things. Well, then in my spiritual journey, my energy work, everything that I believe in, my Reiki, my yoga, I couldn't let it go. I let it go, but then I just couldn't. I had to go back to it because that's what worked for me when I was maturing, when I was healing through all of this. That stuff worked with me along with praying to God. And I found a sense of connection with other people through breath work. And that's where I'm at today through my sound bowl therapy, through my meditations, okay? My yoga, my walks outside, when I do my walks and my talks. You have to find that connection that you're drawn to, that's healthy. Okay? There's many people out there that will tell me I'm wrong, and that's okay. In their viewpoint, I am wrong. But for me, I have to go with what works for my inner healing. What works for me? Now, I've had both aspects work for me, okay? I worked with a shaman who removed a spirit from me, and I felt it go out of my leg, okay? I can't deny that, okay? I've done yoga. That's helped me. Stretching helped me heal from physical aches and pains in my body that I needed. I love the 12 sun salutations. I teach them to many people. I actually was a yoga instructor years ago. So I know the benefits and the feeling that comes with that. But I've also had where I cried out to God in my car that if I didn't get a DWI that night, I would never drink and drive again. And that was 10 years ago. And I haven't drank and drove. I haven't drank and drove since then. I have drank since I've matured down here. If I want to drink, I can have one drink. Where before I had 3 drinks in 15 minutes just so I could socialize. And now I can just have one if I choose to. 99.9% of the time, I don't. If I have 5 drinks a year, that's a lot, but I'm emotionally mature for that. Okay. Um, I had the deliverance a year ago in November where I was at the conference and I just saw a picture of me, but I saw behind my eyes and I saw my beauty. And when I saw that picture of me, I went, wow, you're beautiful. I could never look in the mirror and see myself from all the shame and guilt of my past. So that's part of it, the deliverance that came out of me. Okay. I'm very much into deliverance. And, there's so many more stories I can tell you in my journey of praying to God, calling out to God that has helped me overcome things. So when all of that is nurtured and intertwined in me, that's what I need. That's who I am, the energy work, the laying of hands. I love laying of hands. So as I learn more and I learn how to reach that level in meditation to help heal your body, it's an incredible experience that everybody should be able to access in it. So your spiritual journey doesn't necessarily mean it's a religious practice, but it's about finding your meaning and your purpose and a sense of connection inside of you and with others. Who can you bring into that family of yours? I can honestly say none of my siblings are into any of this like I am, but their journey is different than mine. Okay. So go on nature walks, do your yoga, do your meditation, pray to God, whatever it is for you. And I emphasize you, okay? Because only you know what you're being called to, okay? You need to connect your inner self along with the larger universe out there. If I can help you along in your spiritual journey, give me a shout, because it's a struggle. It's not an easy journey, but it's a rewarding one. Okay, nurturing your spiritual self is about aligning your values and seeking a deeper understanding of your life. So, I have a sheet right here that lists your values. Okay, accountability, achievement, adventure, efficiency, intuition, security, self-discipline, self-expression, self-respect, leadership, learning. There's so many. Okay, honesty, hope, humility, humor, pride, power, recognition, reliability, resourcefulness, all of those. What are your values? Look at your values and do they align with what you're doing in life? And only you know that. Okay? Only you know that. So find spiritual growth. Find what has meaning to you, what has purpose and a sense of connectedness with you. Then we have our social well-being. Okay? We're supposed to be social beings. And I have introverted qualities. When I'm with the right people in a small group, I'm extroverted. But you put me in a big room full of people that I don't know, that I have no connection with, I am very much introverted. I just want to go home. I have to refresh my energy, and I very much like small group. Okay, I only like 2 or 3 people, maybe 5 at the most, to be with. So, as social beings, we have to nurture our relationships. It's very crucial for our emotional and mental health. Okay, we have to spend quality time with friends and family. And I was just telling somebody, I haven't found those friends here in Georgia after 5 years. Now, COVID hit. I find that Georgia is very good for business, but as far as cultivating family and friends, it's not the same. People are very much individualistic here. So I've been pondering whether I need to find my next place where I feel it's more nurturing, more friends and family orientated. You have to engage in community activities. We have so many parks and things around here, and I just for some reason can't get out there and connect in the communities here. And I don't know what it is. So in social groups, but it's important that we have that. Okay. And we have to keep seeking it. I keep seeking it. I keep trying different things. And someday it will click, depending on where I am. Okay. We have to have healthy social interactions that provide support, love, and a sense of belonging. No, Facebook is not your social connection. Okay. It can be a little bit, but it's not meant to be your social connection where you're scrolling for 2 or 3 hours. You're meant to be in a room with people, celebrating life, going to dinner, meeting them out, going to church, worshiping with them, doing whatever it is you feel you need to do. Okay? So take care of your social well-being through finding the people. Okay? Go outside your family if your family doesn't provide that for you. Then we have professional and personal development. Okay? For continuous growth in professional skills and personal interests, it adds to our life's satisfaction. We have to have career development, career advancement, pursuing hobbies. If you're just sitting there and you can't think of what your next steps are, and like I said earlier, if you're hating Mondays, you've got to ask yourself why. You're not in the right place. You've got to be able to get up and get moving and love where you go. I get up every day like that. I wake up at 6 or 6:30. I do my Wordle, my word connections, exercise, meditate, read, eat breakfast, go to work. I come home. I get online with my groups that I'm online with. I go to dinner with my son. Okay, so we have to have these hobbies, these career goals, and just learning all these new things. There's so much out there to learn. So if you find yourself just scrolling on all of the social media platforms, you've got to ask yourself why. What is not being fulfilled in your life? Because there's a lot of skills out there for you to learn. Okay, things that you can achieve. I just reposted something that a friend shared with me that most millionaires are after 60 years of age. I'm just turned 60. I'm going to be 61 this year. I'm going to become a millionaire. Okay? Through my speaking, through my corporate wellness, through my life coaching, through my massage. It's never too late. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I look back to where I was prior to 40 years of age, out getting drunk, leaving my son home. I had a friend call me probably a month ago, and we were rehashing the past, and we were having an intimate conversation about something with us. And he's like, I can't believe we used to just give your son money while we went out to the bars and partied. And I said, yeah, I took after my mom and dad. They were in the bars. I went to the bars. Okay? But that ended. I'm not that same person. So where do you want to go in your career, in your life? How do you want to advance? How do you want to pursue your hobbies? What do you want to learn? Get online. There's a lot of free courses out there. Get on there. So you got to set goals and finding fulfillment in all of your achievements. Okay. Then we need balance and integration. Okay. So how do we find this balance? How do we integrate all of this into our lives? Okay. You have to find what works for you. Okay. Some people are not morning people. I always said to my mom, why do you get up at 5:30 in the morning just to have a cup of coffee? Sleep in. I always thought I'd want to sleep in. Now I'm up. Okay. As we age, those things happen. Okay, we have to remember that it's not about being perfect, but about making consistent effort in each area of our life, our spiritual, our mental, our physical. Small, regular action steps that lead to significant cumulative effects and changes. Okay, so find that balance, create a routine. Okay, and I will talk about that a little bit more in just a minute. And then have self compassion and adaptability. Be kind to yourself as you navigate through the complexities of this life. Okay, if you aren't in a good place right now, reach out to somebody. At the Hydrated Life, I have a life coaching program that can help you overcome your past and move into the future. You have to be willing to do the hard work, which is to show up for yourself, create the action steps that you want to create, to do, and to really want to pursue it and go after it. And you can private message me on Facebook if you're interested in learning more about that. Understand that there will be times when certain areas will require more attention than others. Okay, when I was going through the cancer, I had to be attentive to that. Okay, my mom came in and took care of Dylan for me while I healed from that. That's the surgeries and the treatments, and it was a terrible time. It was a hard time, but it was without that cancer, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I would have never learned the things that I was learning because that's not who I was back then. But going through chemo and radiation, it made me think, how can I never have to go through this again? And knock on wood, it's been 21 years for me. And I couldn't even take the post-cancer drugs. So you have to make sure that you have self-compassion and you can be adaptable to life, okay? Flexibility and adaptability are important in managing all these ebbs and flows that come along in your life. Don't get caught up in them. Just know it's a season of your life. Go through it the best you can and figure out a solution. Okay, so let's talk about setting a routine. Okay, how do you integrate your physical, your mental, and your spiritual aspects into a holistic growth, into a practice that's essential? Okay, you need a daily routine that nurtures each of those areas. So, a good example, okay, is in the morning, be physically active, start your day with some kind of physical exercise. A 30-minute jog, yoga, workout session. It can be 10 minutes. Okay. Exercise not only improves our physical health, but also releases the endorphins and boosts your mood and your energy levels for the day. And I challenge you to do 20 bicycles, elbow to knee opposite, before you get out of bed and see how you feel. See if it makes you feel any better. Okay. Eat a healthy breakfast. Okay. Make sure you're ingesting healthy food, not sugar-laden cereals. Okay, get that stuff out of your house. Feed your kids eggs, pancakes, sausage, whatever it is, but get the cereals out of your house. Okay, if you do have it, get the whole grains. Eat your fruits and vegetables. Um, you know, you want to eat something first thing in the morning, whether it's a protein shake, a protein bar, or a healthy breakfast, something that's healthy for you, that's going to set the tone for your day, for your physical health throughout your day. Okay. Your mental preparation can consist of spending 10 to 15 minutes in meditation or deep breathing exercises. Okay. Doing these practices will help in calming your mind, reducing stress, and enhancing focus. It's a way to mentally prepare yourself for the day ahead. Learn to let those thoughts just go through, just let it pass through if you're sitting there quietly. Get a devotional that you can read, okay? But start preparing mentally for your day to help you through. One thing I learned is to send blessings ahead everywhere you have to go. If you work or you have a meeting going on and you know it's going to be hard, just say, Lord, send blessings ahead for this meeting to be positive today instead of negative. Send blessings ahead that the troubled coworker has a good day so that you can be prepared for the day. Then midday, have a mindful lunch. Okay? Go for a walk, eating without distractions. When's the last time you tasted your food? Like really tasted your food? Try that tomorrow when you wake up or whenever you listen to this. Try getting that food and hitting all of the scents, all of the taste buds on your tongue. See if you can taste it and really enjoy it, okay? But take a break for a mindful lunch. Pay attention to the flavors and the textures of your food. It'll help with your digestion and satisfaction with your meals. You'll find you're not as hungry. Take a short walk or a break after lunch. Engage in a brief relaxation break. This will help also with your digestion and give you a mental break from your work and your daily tasks. Then in the afternoon, do a skill development or creative pursuit. Now you can move these around at any time. Some people do their skill development and creative pursuit first thing in the morning when their mind is fresh. Okay? I know by the time I get home at 6 o'clock at night, my mind is not fresh. So dedicate some time in the morning or afternoon for personal development or a creative hobby. Okay? Then hydrate and healthy snacks. We talk about water all the time. The body is made up of 78% water. If you're just drinking coffee, drinking sodas, sugar-laden energy drinks, anything like that, you're depleting your water. So if you have aches and pains, increase your water. I drink 16 ounces as soon as I get up. I had a hiatal hernia, a small one, and I healed it by reading something on the internet of drinking that to hold your stomach down and then doing this routine of breathing in and exhaling and going up on my toes and dropping down. And it really helped with my digestion. So 16 ounces first thing in the morning, and then 8 ounces every hour throughout the day. Try to get up to a gallon of water, 3/4 to a gallon every day. Okay. So hydrate, choose healthy snacks, nuts, vegetables. Okay. But proper hydration is important. Then in the evening, reflect with a journal, gratitude. Write down what you're grateful for from that day, the week, however you want to do it. Writing actually helps acknowledge and appreciate the positive aspects of your day in your life, fostering a positive mindset. When you don't write things down, you forget about them. And then you can go back and look at it, okay? Do a spiritual or personal growth activity, engage in an activity that fosters spiritual growth. Any personal insight can be attending, church service, participating in a group of some kind, reading inspirational literature, listening to a motivational podcast. Okay. And then in the evening, unwind with a relaxing activity, such as reading, taking a warm bath, practicing gentle stretches or yoga. It helps wind down, preparing your body and mind for sleep. Okay. And then quality sleep. I hear so many people say they can't sleep through the night, and I know I'm blessed to be able to. When your mind is at peace, when you're not allowing the outside world cloud your judgment and everything, all these negative aspects, you can sleep, and you can sleep good. It's very crucial to get a good night's sleep for your physical health, your mental clarity, and emotional clarity, stability. So try to learn to let go of anything, okay, that's holding you back from being who you want to be. any struggles that you're going through. Write things down before bed. Anything you got to do for the next day, write it down so it clears your mind so when you go to sleep. And there's a lady out there called Jessica Heslop, Heslop. If you look her up on YouTube, she has meditations throughout the night that you can put your phone on and just listen to her affirmations all night long, and it will help you go to sleep. You can usually fall asleep in the first 5 minutes, and then it gets into your subconscious and helps you move forward. Okay, and just throughout the day, be mindful and present. Make sure you're hydrating and eating healthy. You have your physical movement. Okay, so I'm going to end this third and final segment. Okay, but just remember, nurturing each aspect of life means creating a harmonious balance that caters to your physical, your mental, your spiritual, your social, and your professional well-being. It's a journey of self-discovery, self-care, and growth, where each area is given attention and respect. Encouraging this holistic approach is about empowering yourself to lead a richer, more balanced, and fulfilling life. If you need help in any of these areas, reach out to the Hydrated Life, private message me, and let's connect on a clarity call, and let's get you moving forward in 2024 and set these goals that are going to help you propel your life into a better life and not be stagnant. I thank you for watching, and I will talk to you on the next video. Have a blessed night.